Hello everybody, today we have another tutorial video for y'all today. I got a subscriber request to make a video explaining how to upgrade equipment. So I'm gonna do my best on showing you how I would go about looking for equipments for a unit and how I'd go about trying to get better equipments for them. So we're gonna focus this video around the new Legends Limited Rose that just came out. I have some decent equipments for him, but I don't have anything that is tailor-made for him or that I want specifically for him. So the first approach I would take would be to go to Space Dragon Ball Legends and go on their website and see the equipment that are available for him. I'll put the website in the description below. But if you just don't have access to it for any reason, I'll show you how you could do everything in-game. So with this Rose, you can go up to the card and go to show details. And you can take note of the episode. He's from the Future Trunks saga. That isn't so relevant for him, but it is more relevant for characters that are in the Dragon Ball saga. There is Dragon Ball saga exclusive equipment and also sagas from the movies. They do also have their own exclusive equipment. And lately they've been doing ones for like Frieza saga and Majin Buu saga. But here we're focusing on Rose. So he has the tags, which are going to be the most applicable ones. He has Saiyan, Future, God Ki, Super Saiyan Rose, and Powerful Opponent. Now, Super Saiyan Rose does not have its own equipment. It's a tag exclusive to Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose, so that's why there isn't really anything there. So if we take note of these other 4 tags, we can go and actually look for equipment we could get for him. So you can go over to your equipment and go to archive up here at the top. When you do that, actually I already have it set for Future because I know what equipment I'll be chasing for. But let's take a look at Powerful Opponent, or let's see, Powerful Opponent. I should have taken note of where this was before I look for it. Okay, one thing to note, you could also do just color-based equipment up here: red, yellow, purple, green, blue. It's always good to have some reliable color-based equipment. So here's Powerful Opponent. So we go to the Powerful Opponent tag. Here are some of the equipments you can get. This one, if you scroll down, you can see the equipment conditions. It's actually a Powerful Opponent range type. It is a very good equipment. This is the parameters that it can reach. However, it does not apply to our Rose because I should have mentioned to note, but our Rose is a melee type. So he's a Powerful Opponent, but he's not a range type. He's a melee type, so he cannot equip this one. He can, however, equip this one, which is for Future and Powerful Opponent. He fits both of those criteria, therefore he can use that equipment. So here it doesn't seem like we have anything that we could use. Sagas from the movies, Powerful Opponent. He is not from the sagas from the movies. Same here. And then again, sagas from the movies, Powerful Opponents. These don't really benefit our Rose. So we're gonna move over to Future and see if we can find any equipment that we would like for him there. Here, Future, we know that these are all Future, and we can search their further parameters. Here, Future range type, we're melee type of course. This one is Future melee type. And you can see if this is an equipment you would like. It does have blast defense, strike attack, which I do like, an additional strike attack when paired with another Vegeta family member. Now, with his teams being Powerful Opponent and Future, on Future there is a good amount of Vegetas on there. However, on Powerful Opponents there is no Vegetas. So, well, no Vegeta family characters. So this wouldn't be beneficial for him there, and it's not something I really want to rely on, because if a Vegeta family member is not a battle member, he won't be getting this last slot. It'll literally just be equipment with 2 slots. So I actually already found that I want this one for him. It gives him a little more defenses and some more health. He does have lower defenses, but he does have damage cut. So I think that increasing his defenses and health would definitely make him a lot more tanky, and this is the equipment I want to go with. So when you're farming equipment, your first slot, you can never change that. You cannot remove it with slot removers or with chrono crystals. You have to continue to farm that equipment either by using exchange metals of any sort or energy, whatever it may be. Now, usually when I'm farming an equipment, I always look for a yellow or red slot to start off my equipments. I don't upgrade any equipments that aren't yellow or red slots because I know they won't reach as high as the equipments that do. I'll toss up the parameters for what you need to, like what percentages correspond to the yellow slots for this equipment. So you'll see that for blast defense, if you get, it's between 6 to 15%, but if you get 13.2 in that first slot, you get a gold slot. In the second slot, if you get 15.6, that's a gold slot again. And in the last slot, it'll be 8.8. So that's what we're aiming for. Usually you want to get at least 2 out of 3 yellow slots to have a very good chance of getting a Z ranked equipment. So we're gonna farm this up a bit and see if we can get that to Z rank naturally. I'm not gonna use any slot removers on this. However, I will settle for an S, but we'll see what we can do. We're gonna go over to the equipment metal exchange shop because I do know that this equipment is actually here. And I always just exchange for as many as I can carry in my inventory at once. So that's 60 right there. We're at 90 now. I think I could probably get like 8 or 9 more. 4 more actually. So we have 94 of this equipment now. So we're gonna go through and take a look and see which ones are worthy of being upgraded. We're gonna hit upgrade all, and we're gonna click on anything that has a gold slot like this. It's a C rank from the get-go. Sometimes you get D rank equipments that have a gold slot as well. See here, this is 14.10. The D rank is 10.85, and then the E rank is 7.7. So there's a big discrepancy in between letter grades. But like I said before, we're really just focused on this gold slot. I'm sorry, I hope you guys didn't hear that, Alexa. But here we have a second C rank equipment. Still only 2 at the moment. And that's it. So in 94 equipments, we got 2 C rank equipments, which I deem worthy of upgrading. So depending on how these go, you know, we might just have to exchange for a lot of them. So let's upgrade these and see how that goes. So we're going to upgrade both of these at the same time. And you can actually check your details. We want this one to be around 15.6 because that's the secondary gold slot for the second slot. This first equipment is going to miss the mark. I can already tell. That's not going to be that great of an equipment. However, this second one is pretty close to the 15.6 marker we're looking for. It's a little shy, but depending on how the third slot comes out, it might actually be a very good equipment. And then we're gonna go for it again. Okay, so they both ended up being A ranks. This second equipment ended up having a lower health, 5.8%, and we're looking for around 8.8%. And then the first slot had a much higher health compared to the second slot. So neither of these equipments are very good, so I'm just gonna sell everything. Usually if I get 2 gold slots and maybe a low third slot and still around an S rank, I'll keep it. In case I ever have extra slot removers, I'll use them on them. But as you see, I only had 2 equipments I deemed worthy of upgrading in 94 equipments. So we're just gonna sell everything and we're just gonna keep farming them through. I'll probably just show you the grind right now. I'll do one more exchange with you, live commentary. And then after that, if we don't get it, then I'm gonna just fast forward the clip for this part until I get a decent equipment. Alright, so here we go back into the exchange shop. This can be tedious and kind of time consuming. I've spent up to like 45 minutes exchanging equipments to get what I want before. Luckily this one is close to the top, it's not hard to get to. Hopefully we get more than 2 good starting points because it's really frustrating when you're exchanging for so many equipments and you only get a handful of good ones. So let's see, it isn't looking too promising at the moment. We finally have one here. Okay, you see this here? This is also a gold slot, however it's a D rank as opposed to a C rank. I'm gonna keep it just because it is pretty good, but it's not the best, but it's definitely worth using. There we go. We have 3 that we're upgrading, so at least we're improving on the last round. And they're all about the same level here, unless we get a really good 3rd slot. I don't think either of these are gonna be worth it. And all of them had relatively low 3rd slots. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell all of these and then jump cut to a fast forward sequence until I get a decent equipment. So we're gonna take a break from the fast forwarding. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get a natural Z rank. It seems like it'll be a little difficult, but maybe we can do it. We'll see. But here we actually have a decent equipment. It's a S ranked equipment. It's only 1 gold slot, but is just shy of being a gold slot in the other 2. It's at 15.25 when it should be at 15.6, and 8.55 when it should be at 8.8 to have all 3 gold slots. That doesn't guarantee a Z rank, but you definitely have much better chances. I'll hold on to this one. I'm not sure if it's worth using slot removers, but in the future, if I do want to, you know, I have that option. But we're gonna get back into exchanging and selling, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, so we managed to actually get another S-ranked equipment, which actually shows a lot of promise. It has 2 gold slots, relatively high gold slots at that. So if I really wanted to, I would choose to use a slot remover on this second slot to see if I could get a Z rank. I'm gonna lock it up and keep that. I can maybe decide to do it in the future. I don't think I will use my slot removers on this because I'm relatively low. I only have 32. I know it sounds like a lot, but I've burnt up to 70, 80 slot removers to get an equipment to Z rank before. So I'm a little more cautious nowadays, but I am going to use a few slot removers for you guys. It just won't be on this equipment. So I'm going to lock this up, and I think I'm probably done hunting for a Z rank equipment for now, because as you see, it can be rather resource intensive. So if you're a newer player, I would recommend just focusing on equipment for one tag or one team. And then when you end up with more resources like I have, because you will accumulate more as you play longer, you can try and get equipments for different tags and different teams. And maybe even don't chase Z, or particularly, I recommend going for S ranks at least, but don't chase Z ranks if you don't have the resources. It is a later game thing and it will help you in the long run, but you know, you can wait for it. Alright, well, I'm going to show you guys how to use slot removers. I actually am going to do it with this equipment, the one I showed you guys earlier for Future and Powerful Opponent. It's actually a pretty good equipment, even though the second slot is in gold. It's pretty high. I just need at least 9.05 and 9% on either one of these special move for ultimate damage. It is a high roll, but I figured I would give you guys 12 slot removers to see if we can do it. I'll show you the screen you can use to check how far you are from a S or Z rank equipment on DBZ Space. Here's a screenshot, and of course the link is in the description if you want to try it yourself, but let's try to see if we can Z rank this equipment. If you're going to do it all in one go, it is very intensive on Zenny, but as you just saw, you just remove your slot right there with Zenny and the slot remover, and then you can upgrade it once again. And let's see what we roll. So we actually got a worse roll than previously because it was an S rank, now it's an A rank, which is the risk of re-rolling your slots, but it can be worth it. So it makes it easier. You can just remove it right off the screen, and we're getting really bad rolls. And this was a pretty close one. It's just a shame it's not a little bit higher. And then we're back down to A rank. As you can see, it's really finicky to use slot removers. And I think this is about where we were at the beginning. It's not looking too promising. I'm not feeling it today. But I did at least just want to show you guys how it works. And it's really not changing much right now. We had one relatively high roll, but it just wasn't high enough, and we had a pretty good amount of low rolls. So we have 2 more slot removers after this. At least we still have our S rank. And let's see. 7.8, it's an improvement from before, but it's not good enough. I'm only using slot removers on this equipment because I know it is really good, but it just, I don't know if it's going to pay off. Let's do 5 more. 5 more, we're getting some good rolls. I'm feeling a little luckier. And just as I say that, we go back down to A rank. This is all just, you know, RNG. It's really luck of the draw. And I'll be sad if I don't get my my S rank back. Okay, we got our S rank, and then we have one last one. Oh, I didn't click remove. But this is the last one. Hopefully we get it. If not, it's okay. In the future, we might, but at least this PvP season does have a good equipment and we could try to keep farming it. Okay, about the same place where we were at the beginning, I believe. Not too far off. So that's about it with how to use slot removers. I don't think I'll end up getting whatever. Let's just make this an even 5. This slot, I think I need like a 15.3 on this one. On this middle slot to be able to get a Z rank. And that's just shy of a gold slot. And look, it went down to A rank. It's just not my day. And I just burned through slot removers. Sorry about that. I completely forgot to turn off Do Not Disturb. I'll probably cut that out. 12.15. We're getting closer, but still no cigar. And we lost our S rank. And there we go. I'm so happy I got to do it for you guys with the last slot remover. We managed to get a Z rank equipment and we got another gold slot. A bit of overkill. We didn't even need that high, but I'm glad we did get it. So that's how you use slot removers. You can always check on your equipment and see how high you need to roll. You know, if it's feasible, gauge how to use your resources accordingly. I don't want you to waste resources when you don't have to. So yeah, this is the basics of equipment upgrading. I'm not going to get into equipment awakening. I might do that in another tutorial, but this one has actually turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it would be. But I'm glad I did do it this way. So yeah, I hope it was helpful. If you did find it helpful, please leave me a like. If you have any requests for me or any suggestions of videos you'd like to see me make, please leave me a comment in the section below. And please subscribe, it will really help me out a lot and you'll be able to catch my future content. Thanks again for watching, guys. Catch you all next time.